Hey everyone, this is Horatio with Sozo Consulting, and I have a quick recipe for Brussels sprouts. I don't know if many of you guys even like Brussels sprouts, but I've come to like Brussels sprouts myself. But Brussels sprouts are healthy, but I like my Brussels sprouts to be tasty as well. So these are some things that I'm going to use today for my Brussels sprouts. Maybe not all of them, but I'm going to explain what some of these are so you can make the Brussels sprouts your own, okay? So first and foremost, the Brussels sprouts. And what we've done is we've rough chopped these sprouts different ways in order to be coated pretty easily. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my butter, which was a half a stick of butter that we melted earlier. You can melt the stick if you want to. And I'm going to pour it into my bowl. Try to coat as many Brussels sprouts as I can. Oh, mind you, this butter is an organic butter. So you try to, when you can, go with organic butter. Okay, secondly, I'm going to add my garlic powder. And of course, this is organic as well. Garlic powder adds a nice flavor to just about anything. But I don't want to overdo it, so I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to sit this down. And sometimes when you don't have butter around, you can get your hands on some ghee, which is clarified butter. And of course, it's a little bit more expensive than butter. And of course, once again, get organic when possible. Next, I have some dulce. And this is a salt substitute, and it's made from seaweed. It has a nice umami flavor, and it works pretty good as well. So I'm going to put a little bit of dulce on here. Make sure I get enough in there. Then the next thing that I'm going to use is, of course, pink Himalayan sea salt. They also come in black sea salt as well. But for this, I'm going to use the pink Himalayan sea salt. And you don't have to use that much of this because it's just as salty as regular iodized salt or the white salt. So next, I'm going to use some red pepper. Okay, and pepper flakes give it a nice kick. I like hot foods. Set that there. And I have this grinder with Himalayan sea salt, black peppercorn, red peppercorn, and brown peppercorn. And so I'm gonna give it a couple twists as well. And don't be concerned if you're not sure if you've given it enough flavor, because at the end you can always finish flavoring your product as well. Now, one thing that I left off was my coconut. And often I use both the coconut oil and butter. And because it's gotten kind of cool, coconut oil has gotten kind of hard, so I'm going to have to spoon it out. being that we got the fireplace on, hopefully it warms up enough to where it's coconut oil. Once again, organic coconut oil. It's at room temperature, so it'll melt better. I can mix this concoction together better. So I'm going to wash my hands really quick because I'm going to want to use my hands to get in here pretty good. Before I forget, I'm going to explain a little bit about the coconut oil. You have refined and unrefined coconut oil. And for people who don't like the sweet taste of coconut oil or the smell, you'll get the refined coconut oil. But for those of you who don't mind the sweetness of coconut or the sweet flavor, then you can buy the unrefined coconut oil. Okay, so let me dive in. Try to get in here and get everything mixed together best as possible. It's not working that good, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna give my hands a rinse again. And what I'm gonna do next is what I should have done in the beginning. Just use my Ziploc bag and just shake everything up. I don't know if it's big enough. So as I'm doing this, if there's any more seasonings that I want to put in, I'll do so now. So it seems that the coconut oil has melted some, so my Brussels sprouts should be well coated, which I'm excited about. Okay, so I'm going to close this bag, rinse my hands one more time. Sit this out of the way. Give it a shake. So my next step is to, of course, pour it into my cooking dish. By the looks of it, everything looks pretty well coated. For good measure, I'm going to throw in another oil. What I'm going to use is some grapeseed oil here, just to coat the top of it. I like my Brussels sprouts to be slightly crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. I'm working it in as best as I can because I want every leaf, every Brussels sprout to have a nice coating so as to brown and cook completely, and to allow the seasonings to stay attached. Okay, I think that should get it. So next, all I have to do is put it in the oven, and I set the oven at 400 for about 30 minutes. So you can pick and choose, you know, your temperature and the time you put your Brussels sprouts in the oven as well. But I normally put it in the oven about 30 minutes or so at about 400 to get the desired texture and flavor that I like. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys, and you know, you guys are able to glean from this. And once again, you know, this is my Thanksgiving. This is our Thanksgiving meal, or part of our Thanksgiving meal. And I like to eat good and healthy, but I like my food to taste good as well. So you guys, you know, have a happy Thanksgiving and be blessed and be empowered. Okay? So you guys have a good day.